Hello friends, hope you are doing well. I Dr. Anuj Kumar. In last videos I discussed metal carbonyl complexes. I classified metal carbonyl complexes into two parts: mixed metal carbonyl complexes and binary metal carbonyl complexes. Then I discussed bonding between metal and carbonyl by discussing some typical factor affectings on bond order, bond frequencies and bond length of carbon and oxygen and metal and carbon. Those videos you can find by the link which is given in description box of this video. Today we are going to discuss some typical problems related to CO bond order, bond length and bond frequencies. These problems were appeared in last CSIR NET exam. Okay, let's start. The first problem is the correct order of CO bond length for H3BCO, MnCO whole 6 1 positive, CrCO whole 6 and vanadium CO whole 6 1 negative. It is simply that B is electron deficient. Electron deficient because its p orbital is electron vacant, so it cannot participate in pi back bonding. It is simple. Okay, so it is neutral CO, neutral CO. I mean not decrease or increase in bond length. Okay, in this case you can see CO is neutral ligand and overall the charge on this complex is 1 positive. So this 1 positive will be exist on Mn. So Mn 1 positive. So Mn 1 positive, that means poor electron density is available on Mn. In this case, CO is neutral ligand and there is no any charge, so it is simple. So oxidation state of chromium is 0. No incoming or outgoing of electron density from the d orbital of chromium. And but in this case you can see the one negative charge exists on the coordination sphere of this complex, and that means some electron density, some external electron density is available on vanadium, so the oxidation state is -1. Okay, so as you know the chemistry of CO bonding with metal, you can see here metal is easy orbital which is vacant always, or electron deficient, and it is T2G orbital which has some external electron density to participate in pi back bonding. And this is CO ligand where two pi star orbitals are empty because of pi bonding in CO molecule, and here is one negative charge. Here is one negative charge which acts as a lone pair and which can be easily donated into EZ orbital to form sigma bond. Okay, this is first interaction that this lone pair donate into EZ orbital and form sigma bond. Then T2G electron density transfer into pi star orbitals of CO and form little partial pi bond. So this process is pi back bonding or synergist effect. Okay, so if there is pi back bonding, then this electron density will be increased, and according to bond order is equal to 1/2 bonding electron and minus anti-bonding electron. So if you are increasing the pi back bonding, then you are increasing the anti-bonding electrons because these electrons are coming into anti-bonding orbitals. So bond order will be decreased. If bond order decrease, then bond length will be increased. Okay, what is the relation between bond order and bond length? It is directly in proportional. That means 1 upon bond length. Okay, bond length. So if bond order is decreased, then bond length is increased. This is our conclusion concept. Okay, now discuss. So if you can see here is negative charge, so pi back bonding will be high because T2G orbital electron density is high as compared to others. Okay, because negative charge. So here is maximum electron density which can be participate into pi back bonding. Okay, if pi back bonding high, then bond length will be bond order will be decreased, then bond length will be high. So this case bond length, in this case bond length will be high. Okay, as compared to O. Now we are comparing in this case. Here this case is chromium and oxidation state is 0, no negative, no positive. So it is simple, but some some pi back bonding will take place from T2G orbital in this CO. So some CO bond because it is neutral, no charge, no positive, no negative, but it has some T2G electron density in this orbital. Okay, so some pi back bonding will take place. So some little CO bond length will be increased as compared to free CO. Okay, so after that, in this case CO bond length will be high. Okay, in this case you can see here is Mn1 positive charge, that means oxidation state is positive, that means T2G electron density is poor as compared to other, because one positive charge means you withdraw one electrons from T2G orbital, so here is less electron density as compared to other cases. So here is poor pi back bonding. If poor pi back bonding, then this value is very low, so bond order will be high, then bond length will be less. So bond length will be less as compared to these. Okay, but in this case you can see this is already electron vacant. Here is not much electron density because it is boron. Boron is electron deficient element, so it cannot participate in pi back bonding because there is no electron density. Okay, so it looks like a free carbonyl. Okay, so here is no pi back bonding. So now we are going to design the up character order. So the bond length will be high in this case, and then second, if you can find these two correct order, fourth, okay, this fourth it will be highest bond length, then third, and then second, and then first. Okay, so this is our correct answer. Okay, now we are going to discuss second question. Second question is the correct CO frequency order for titanium CO6 2 negative, vanadium CO6 1 negative, Mn CO6 1 positive, Cr CO6. Okay, as we know, the frequency is equal to 1 upon 2 pi c under root k upon mu. K is the bond strength and mu is the reduced mass. Okay, so we can see if this value and this value is constant, then frequency directly proportional to bond strength, that means bond order. Okay, so you need to calculate the bond order only. Okay, if bond order is high, then bond frequency will be high. Okay, so now we are discussing these points. If you can see here is titanium 2 positive oxidation state, because CO is neutral, so it is 2 negative oxidation state, it is minus 1 negative oxidation state, it is plus 1 oxidation state, and it is 0 oxidation state. So you need to design this order. Okay, because if it is as we know, it is T2G electron density. If there is high T2G, then high pi back bonding. Okay, high pi back bonding, then bond order will be decreased. Okay, bond order will be decreased. You can see the relationship in these parameters. Okay, so you can compare the electron density in T2G. Here is T2G electron density will be high because electron density directly proportional to the pi back bonding. High electron density, high pi back bonding. Okay, so if it is 2 negative, then it is this value, that means T2G electron density. T2G electron density high, it is 2 negative, that means T2G electron density high. This is pi back bonding high. This is, if pi back bonding high, then bond order will be decreased. Okay, then bond order will be decreased. If one is the lowest frequency, our answer is third. Okay, okay, let's discuss. It is minus 1, so we have some electron density in T2G orbital. So here is pi back bonding will be high but less than first case. Okay, because here is 1 negative, so bond order will be decreased, but bond order will be less as compared to first. Okay, in this case it is positive, so T2G electron density is very poor. There is no much electron density to donate pi back bonding. Okay, so if there is no pi back bonding, then the bond order between carbon and oxygen will be high. Okay, so third case, in third case the bond order will be high, then bond frequency will be high. So our answer is third. Okay. Another question is third. The correct increasing order of C bond length for these complexes. There is three complexes and you need to design bond length. As we know, T2G electron density is directly proportional to pi back bonding. Pi back bonding directly proportional to directly proportional to bond length CO of CO. Okay. If there is high pi back bonding, then bond length between carbon and oxygen will be high. Okay, because bond order is decreased, then bond length will be high. Okay, so if you look carefully, these examples there is PT, platinum element. Okay, but in this case there is one negative charge, so we can find the oxidation state of this. Oxidation state, because it is non-neutral ligand, it is -1 ligand, so we can say that if PT is X and plus 3 cross -1 is equal to -1, so X is equal to +2. So in this case it is +2 oxidation state. Okay, in this case it is neutral ligand and this is also neutral ligand, so we need to calculate where is the T2G electron density is high. It is +2, so there is no much electron density in T2G orbital. So there is very poor pi back bonding. Okay, very poor pi back bonding, that means higher bond order, that means lower CO bond length. So in this case CO bond length will be almost constant. There is no increase. Okay, there is no increase. So suppose this is lowest value. Okay, now we are going to discuss this example and this structure and this structure. You can see PPH the whole thrice, PPH 3 whole twice, PPH 3 whole twice. So both are constant. Okay, so where is the change? Here is hydrogen, but here is CN. Here is hydrogen, this is CN, same. So as we know, CN is electron withdrawing group. Okay, this is electron withdrawing group. If it is electron withdrawing group, then it will increase the LUMO energy of ethylene. Okay, sorry, decrease. If here is electron withdrawing group, then it decrease the energy of LUMO. If energy of LUMO of ethylene will be decreased, then PT will easily transfer into electron density into the LUMO of this molecule. Okay, you can see here this is LUMO because it accepts the electron density. So this is LUMO, and this it transfers the electron density, so it is HOMO. Okay, so HOMO is T2G orbital and LUMO is pi star orbital. Okay, if there is electron withdrawing group, so this electron withdrawing group decrease the energy of LUMO. Okay, if decrease the energy of LUMO, then T2G easily transfer the electron density into LUMO. So in this case and in this case, what is the difference? Here is much pi back bonding. Okay, because LUMO and HOMO both are almost near, so easily electron density transfer as compared to this. Okay, it is neutral because pi back bonding is also possible here. Okay, and here is also, but here pi back bonding will be fast and the extent of pi back bonding will be high. The reason I have already explained. Okay, another reason is that it is electron withdrawing group, that means it is going to decrease the electron density from the pi back here. Okay, because it is electron withdrawing group, so it will withdraw some electron density. So if electron density, some electron density will be shifted toward the CN, then electron density between carbon and carbon will be decreased. So bond order is decreased. So bond order is decreased, that means bond length is going to increase. Okay, so where is the bond length will be high? So it is very simple that in case of third, bond length will be very high, then second case, then first case. So you can find the correct order is this one. Bond length in third case is very high, then second, then first. So our correct answer is B. Okay. Another question is that this is fourth question. Okay, the highest CO frequency in these complexes. So we need to find where is the CO frequency will be high in this case. In which case CO frequency will be high. If you can see, here is titanium, and titanium surrounded by 4 ligands. Okay, and here is titanium, and titanium surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ligands. So both systems are very different. So how can we give any comment? If there is comparison or there is some factors, it should be almost, structure should be almost similar. So, but here is one point. Okay, one point is that CO is neutral again. CO is neutral again, and we are going to calculate the frequency of this. We are guessing. In which case the frequency of CO will be high. Okay, you can see this is cyclopentadienyl. Okay, this is cyclopentadienyl ligand, that means hapticity 5, and the oxidation state, if it is X plus 2CO, but CO is neutral ligand, and plus 2 multiplied by 2 ligand, 2 and the charge is -1 is equal to 0 because there is no charge overall. So X is equal to +2. So this titanium is +2 charge. And in this case, PET2, it is neutral ligand. CO is also neutral ligand. This is also neutral ligand. So at oxidation state on titanium, suppose we suppose titanium is X, and +2 because oxygen 2 multiplied by -2 because oxygen support -2. Okay, and overall charge is 0. So X is equal to +4. So oxidation state of titanium is here +4. So where is the high electron density? If we can find, we can see titanium 2 positive, titanium 4 positive. So as compared to 4 positive, 2 positive is have some electron density, some higher electron density in T2G. So high electron density in this case. In this case, T2G has some high electron density as compared to this case. So in this case, pi back donation will be high. If pi back donation high, then bond order between carbon and oxygen will be decreased. If bond order between carbon and oxygen decrease, then bond frequency also decrease. So what is the exact answer? Exact order is first should be less. Okay, first should be less. First should be less. Where is the answer? This one. This one is our correct answer. Okay, because it is +2. +2. Suppose neutral Ti is scandium titanium D2. Okay, it is D2 system. Okay, it is +2 and it is +4. So in this case, titanium has D2 configuration. But in this case, titanium has D0 configuration. Okay, so in this case, there is no T2G electron density, so pi back donation will be 0. If pi back donation 0, then C and oxygen bond will not be affected. Okay, so bond order is high. Bond order is high, then bond frequency is also high. So the correct answer is second. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. In next video, I will discuss some metal carbines and some typical problems for competition exam. Thank you so much.